Williams jest bardzo słabym defenzorem. I Divac, błyskawiczna decyzja rzutowa. Miał dużo Charlotte i teraz Sacramento Kings. Znowu ma dużo miejsca, znowu błąd Ewinga.
To błąd Ewinga. Spokojnie przymierzył, jak to się mówi w slangu koszykarskim, i dwukrotnie zdobył punkty.
Vlade Divac przy okazji lockoutu w NBA chciał grać w Budoczności Podgorica, wrócić do Czarnogóry.
To najwyraźniej zaspał w obronie. Właściwie zlekceważył, mówiąc krótko. Niestety tym razem Larry Johnson nie ograł Chrisa Webera, wyższego od niego. 10 centymetrów.
Ach, fantastyczny znowu manewr King Kong.
I to zrobił bardzo zdecydowanie.
Teraz nie zdążył nikt wrócić do obrony, to bardziej na niekorzyść Knicks niż Kings.
Ale szybko.
I skuteczna dobitka w 20 centymetrów.
Dość nietypowo gra Vlade Divac, bo gra przed...
Hemby potwierdza to, że może być bardzo przydatnym graczem w playoff również. Trafił do połowie przeciwnika, Nowojorczycy, i mobilizuje ich niesamowicie Jevan Gundy.
Ale widać, że brakuje im trochę energii do dobrej obrony.
Fantastyczne zagranie Divac.
Zrobili tego i...
Ciekawe, że rzadko Jevan Gundy decyduje się na to, aby Vlade Divac był podwajany. Może z tego względu, że dobrze rzucają z dystansu inni podkoszowi gracze Kings, którzy w sytuacji, gdy...
is so good. I'm talking about very last possible second he made that play happen.
Divac from 19, excellent outside shooter.
The part of this game.
Jazz 6-4. Divac out at the high post, gets it to Wahed.
And didn't take him out of the game because the Kings know that getting off to a good start is essential tonight.
Spin move, Divac. Short left. Weber wide open from 17. Williamson.
One of the keys tonight, obviously, Divac from the perimeter, and now taking it inside. Nice spin move and going to his left hand. Ostertag flagging at them, get his hands up.
Jason is 2 for 2. Grabbed Stockton, got away with a foul. Beautiful save by Divac. Out in front. Williamson. Fouled by Ostertag.
Check out this defense and the hustle by Vlade Divac. And look, when you got chances, play defense, you got a chance to make layups, and Corliss Williamson found a way to...
Finds Divac, who popped out from the center, and Weber, he'll take the three. And make it Chris Weber. Only there, thus the rebound to the Kings with 10 on the shot clock. Inside Williamson. It falls. Divac did not touch the ball.
20 with the game plan tonight, especially on the defensive end. A lot of plays they're stopping that they didn't.
And Weber in the forwards. And we're going to take a look at what they've done early in this game in just a moment. Right now, Divac backing in. Foster and one. Vlade Divac, a 70% free throw shooter, brought all those moves to behind the back.
Yeah, right.
21 points halfway through the third period. He had 21 points in only 3 periods of play in game 1. Jason Williams hits the triple coming.
I really thought it was. He should have did a lot more than just push Carl in the chest.
Divac with patience in the double team, waited. Divac isolated against Ostertag. Oh, what a battle these two have had this year. The hook goes down for Vlade.
Funny you talk about Thurl Bailey. He goes away for 4 years. He comes back and they're running the same plays.
Interior pass, Divac to...
What happens is your back goes into spasm when you're having problems down there, and that's a protection thing.
John Stockton. Clock to 3:45. Kings continue to lead. This is going to be an offensive foul. Down hard just before we went away. And as we take a look at this, you see he fell on that left hip. That's where the pain and grimace is coming from. 2 of 3 from the line here tonight. Has the time. And tonight now he's played around 39 minutes.
In which the Sixers stay with the Lakers right to the early portion of the third quarter. Iverson was at his best when he was giving up the ball. Did not have a good shooting performance. Divac. Iverson again with the fadeaway. Divac off the box out. It's a 2-on-1. Anderson delivers to Weber. And that turnover number 6 committed by the Kings. Anderson. Nick Anderson looking to relocate the range. Bill Wolf, your question. On the follow. Weber with his third bucket. He has 6 points. MSNBCSports.com. Tempted as Iverson has turned back on the block to email a question to Bill Walsh.
Well, I know he won't respond. Mental this game is, and when he's going well, everything works for him, and when it's not, he looks like he's lost it in Park Weber.
Well, Chris Weber hesitated, then was going to take it to the hoop as he saw the open alley.
They lost the game, but you can't let guys have career days.
Weber. All right, Weber with 10 points. Divac. Williamson over. Well, that is his first miss of the game. Opportunities 5 for 7 from the field for Iverson. Divac getting good position down deep against Geiger. And Sacramento trailing by 2. On the floor up front with Funderburg, Stojakovic, Williamson, Corbin now. The backcourt Stojakovic with the switch finding Divac. Beautiful play. Stojakovic set it up, and it brings the Kings within 3. 8-2 run for the Kings since Jason Williams made his return. And Divac is fouled.
I played for Larry Brown at Carolina. Terrific coach, and you could see the beginning of it then, and it's only gotten better since that time.
Oh, Chris Weber completing the alley-oop, thrown perfectly by Vlade Divac. 5 to go in the first half. Divac got the step and a foul. It's on Geiger. They are on their feet here at Arco in Sacramento. Final seconds of the half. Divac getting in deep. Oh, what a move! Doing it against Kukoc.
That shows you a lot of versatility. The thing he's really picked up is playing under the arm of Kukoc. The size on big men are showing that they can squeeze that ball up in some tight places and
take advantage. Within 2.
Yeah, Williams missed both of his free throws, and they make Iverson work for that hoop, but he gets it done.
Here's Williams for 3. To stay up to 2 precisely, but he just seems to be catching on now.
But the coach's preparation thing. Yeah.
Vlade Divac is fouled.
And they passed up an opportunity to get a shot and ended up in a violation. Kings with the ball.
Here's Williams from downtown. Iverson trying to get it to McCullough.
Get this back down to 10 or under at the end of the quarter. They're in the ball game.
Divac off the double team, getting it to Williamson. You look back to the earlier meeting game road trip. Jason Williams pounding with that high dribble. Anderson for 3.
It doesn't look like that's going to be destroyed. They're getting that pass into the middle, full court pressure.
And Aaron McKee looking for the strip coverage.
Abdul-Wahad. Divac now taking it to Reeves, taking it inside and off in this quarter. Divac down low to Weber, just turning and firing off the... Doug West will come in to help the Grizzlies with their D. Divac drives to the basket. Weber, wide open jumper. Chris Weber in Denver, and Brian Hill will be happy to have Lee Mayberry back to spell Mike Bibby more. Divac muscling in on Massenberg. Vlade Divac showing some of that veteran.
20-year-old, and he says a 7-footer can do anything. He can shoot the ball through. I mean, look at that. That's a spin move for a 7-footer. Little kid.
For the Sacramento Kings, another Serbian. One of the Berry clan, son of former NBA great Rick Berry. Berry back to Vlade Divac. He answers. Oh, Carlos Williamson can't make it go. Grizzlies another opportunity to take the lead. Bibby, oh Mike Bibby, feeding off to Lopez, blocked underneath. Chris Weber is all over the court. Divac to the basket, hard foul by Sam Mack. Tried to
right in front of him. Good push by Vlade. Sam comes down. He tries to chop him as hard as he can, but you know, Vlade's a pretty big guy, so you have to hit him pretty good. And he didn't do it.
Divac
Loves him now for burying the 3.
Divac. Back out to Weber, to Divac, playing a little catch. Abdul-Wahad, open jumper, all net. Sacramento don't run any plays. They just, it's almost free-for-all, isn't it? Weber underneath.
Take by Mike on that play.
again. Chris Webber dominating inside and out today is Vlade Divac with the putback. Divac now has...
I can't imagine their time, but not this team. I mean, it's a fun team. They've tried leaving everybody. You know, and Vlade's just a great player. And there's Chile bodied up pretty good. Country trying to help, just coming a little bit late.
Let's face it, though, the Kings can throw a lot of different looks at you.
67.
Well, Divac wants it and gets it. Here comes a double team. Maxwell, wide open jumper baseline. He buries that time and time.
Soglo ha recogido ese puesto de 3 titular, el que tenía el año pasado, y ha introducido para tener más rebote también en el equipo Doc Rivers a Don Reed como 4, mantiene a Makey como 5.
Ahí estamos con la asistencia. Jason Williams, la repetición de la jugada y como la asistencia de Divac.
Para Orlando Magic. El perfil de su pívot, de su 5 titular, de Divac.
¿Algún asunto de faldas o...?
No, parece que es simplemente
sí.
Los celos del grado de enamoramiento que tengas.
¿Cómo?
Pues yo he conocido personas que depende con quién hayan estado, han sido celosos o no.
O no, naturalmente. Yo conozco a gente que no...
Muy en falta a un jugador que no suene demasiado de esos, pero que gente de los Magic no estaría tampoco excesivamente preocupado. Sobre todo lo que me preocupa en Sacramento, y Troy Hudson ha entrado como base suplente en Orlando Magic.
Ahí tenemos a Divac.
Pues yo creo que está por encima la calidad de este.
Tal como está el dólar, el miel lo sabe bien. El nombre de activista ahí, de finales de los años 60. Vean el lanzamiento, que no ha entrado, sí.
3 rebotes. Jason Williams no lleva ningún punto, pero lleva 6 asistencias.
Bien, ahí estamos con Divac, canasta de Divac.
Y pues empeoró su lesión de tobillo, le operaron.
Looking down to Divac. He leans in. Antonio Davis going right at Divac. Ducks under. Divac doesn't bite.
Catching in at the last second, catching Divac on the wrist. 6th free throw in the game for the Kings, John, and Raptors have not.
Christie now. Mo Peake gets out on him. Divac dumps it into the post to Christie. Christie, nice drive and from underneath as well.
You see how himself rushed an awful lot of jump shots, and that's something they really couldn't afford him to do. Focus to his game, puts the ball on the floor like a small forward, able to hang in the air and get that ball up nice and soft. All the big guys can shoot, and you better be shooting a lot.
Stojakovic dumped it down. Divac using the glass. Williams drives to the paint, dumps it off for Divac. Top of the key is startled by that. Turkoglu turns to face Del Curry. Back outside, Divac almost the same spot as last trip. That's it. Antonio Davis on his back. Pollard came to the ball. Stojakovic though launches a 3 that is good. Nice. Do teams that play up-tempo sometimes make you play up-tempo just by the nature?
Absolutely, and Sacramento
for the tie for Vlade Divac.
A little bit. Jason Williams, as soon as you heard that whistle, should have taken that shot, John.
So Christie into Divac. 4 on the clock. Divac, difficult shot, but boy, quickly plays off him. Stojakovic being denied by Carter. Divac, oh, nice move. Divac now has Antonio Davis on him. Murray comes over. Divac wants to dribble to the hole. Man!
Oh, yeah.
Tracy Murray down to Antonio Davis. Stripped. The Raptors now lead by 4. Divac dances his way in to get it down to Divac. Antonio Davis, the lob over the top to Stojakovic. 3-pointer, knocks it in.
This play here, Divac looking, and right on the weak side, you see Jerome Williams, he gets caught up with a Pollard screen.
She's able to isolate herself from the brother's occasional problem. We'll pass on a report as soon as we get it. Here's Smits, and that is... Rick Smith's replaced by Sam Perkins. Divac.
Reggie tried so hard to draw the foul from Divac that instead he lost his concentration on the shot.
We've been meaning to talk to you about that. Perkins has it popped away.
1 minute man.
Not quite the philosophy you may recall. Has had an excellent game, and Best hit a couple of jump shots.
So what he has now is 2 shooters.
It counts, and the foul. It's a
About shooters, this young man can certainly shoot the basketball. Mullen trying to close out, runs past Stojakovic, the shot goes up, and then Mullen hits him on the arm. Shot goes in, the opportunity for a 4-point play. Assistance.
You were so disappointed. Hitting both tech.
Bibi y para los Kings. Bibi jugando con Divac. Balón para Sacramento. Divac, qué buen pase hacia Bibi.
Vamos a ver ese bloqueo de Divac, que es el bloqueo todavía.
Divac de espaldas al aro. El 1 contra 1. Acaba sacando el balón para... Deja el balón en las manos de Bibi, devuelve a Miller, el pase interior para Divac.
De diferente, solo ha anotado en 5 minutos 4 puntos Sacramento.
Cana de Songaila, no rebote Divac, puede haber una segunda opción para Songaila. Es Divac el que se la quiere jugar ahora. Christie, Divac, corrigiendo la posición de Wallace, ahora sí el pase para Wallace, vale.
El jugador recibió un buen pase de Divac. Ahí pedía Nelson, por eso estaba protestando Nelson, porque pedía antes de la recepción Wallace, porque está haciendo un partido magnífico.
Ahí está el movimiento de Divac, finalmente el gol.
No vuelva Weber, ¿no? ¿Quién será el que salga desde el banquillo? Que ya hemos hablado. Y bueno, pues llega Weber, ¿no? Da la impresión, por la restando en uno de esos países, en una sala de fiestas una noche, coincidió con Jorge Garbajosa, ¿no? Al que no conoce de nada.
Jackson. El pase de Divac para Jackson. Howard, otra vez Jackson. Pues continúa la jugada y al final la canasta. Bibi. El pase ha sido para Divac.
Sí, y de Sacramento, ¿no? Él pasó por Charlotte, chica impresionante, y eso le permite moverse muy rápido, estar fresco en el salto en suspensión. Estaba realizar un mal tiro, ¿no? En el otro anterior sí que habíamos visto que tenía que entrar. El partido lo tiene todo en el aspecto ofensivo, y al final, como lo tiene todo en el aspecto ofensivo y tiene muy buenos jugadores, pues tiene todo el baloncesto, porque o bien a Bobby Jackson o bien a Anthony Piller, y dejar son Piller y Bobby Jackson, y Jamison tendría que defender a uno de estos.
Lanza Divac
con él para entenderse.
And they are. Bibby, he looks as if he can play now. However, Dr. James Andrews, who performed the surgery, also met with Chris Webber. They're being overly
close force. He's a good defender in the lane. It'll be very interesting to see this club once they do get it back.
Oh, beautiful pass from Divac, setting it up for good players. And San Antonio has also dramatically restructured its team as Bibby knocked.
At 10. Guess the Knicks played really well that night, huh?
It was a fine all-around ball game. All right, here's Divac.
Tough time. These Arizona guys can play some defense, Mike.
And obviously they must like reading about it, because he's working real hard tonight at the defensive end. He got
points. Kings up by 7. They double up on Stojakovic. Miller getting it down low to Divac.
How do you get your national team together when basically all the guys play in the NBA?
Oh, Divac off the
rim. Tim Duncan too late. All of a sudden here, Divac cuts to the rim, gets an easy basket, and now here's Miller again showing his passing ability. When you close the trap.
23 for Tim Duncan, and it's a 4-point game. Stojakovic for 3.
Those guys all sit on the bench, okay? Then you go with 3 men rotating up front. Miller, Divac, and Webber. He's aggressive, he's creative, but he gets himself in trouble sometimes with nowhere to go.
Oh, beautiful pass, Bibby.
Okay.
close to a traveling violation.
Up on top. Watch where this pass comes. Watch the ball in Divac's hands. Low, down below the hip actually of the 4 fouls on Divac. So who do you want to put the 5th one on first?
Ward had nowhere to wins, defeating Atlanta 93-85. Here is Divac.
On this Spurs offense all night.
You and Mark, I mean, you're entitled to mistakes, both of you.
Jackson for 3.
When you haven't played a whole lot lately.
Shot clock to 4. Bibby changed his mind. Divac, yes!
He's just a 60-something% free throw shooter.
Jackson, he's been hot.
One thing that Vlade Divac will not be able to do as easily as you see pace sequence that was for the Detroit Pistons.
Now watch Page just set his man up off a great Brad Miller screen. Just gets enough space to get a. Well, they can. That's one thing about it. With only two non-shooters out there, they can really help on the 3 guys who can shoot and keep from the shot block. Now watch them here again. Vlade Divac, a nice little drop pass to Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby strokes.
64% shooting for Sacramento. Wallace guarding Divac. Jabari Smith. That's what we're talking about.
Really got a little momentum going for the Pistons.
And Darko Milicic knocks it away. Divac gets it back, and
I'm easy for me. I'm just joining the new millennium.
And Divac started to play.
Yeah, really, Larry Brown has definitely went to his bench and tried to, as Ken Wallace, good things seem to happen.
Nice pass, Miller from.
Qui ne l'a pas obtenu, c'est Abdul-Wahab qui va récupérer cette balle, donnée pour Divac, avec à l'intérieur 2 points de plus pour Corliss.
J'oublie aussi Minnesota.
8 points déjà pour Sacramento, pour Chris Webber dans ce début de match, et 2 points pour le reste de l'équipe. C'est Williamson qui a marqué les 2 autres points. Ils sont 1 contre 1, ça ne passe pas.
Il fait des superbes feintes de dribble et de passe, Jason Williams.
Divac face à Reed. Allons.
Rick Fox est sur le terrain pour les Lakers.
Divac. Et Sacramento Kings maintenant qui essayent de revenir par tous les moyens. Divac, ils ont du mal à s'approcher du panier. Alors ils ressortent avec Vernon Maxwell. À plus 16, il peut. Rebond Divac.
Son ancienne équipe.
Divac vient piquer ce ballon dans les mains de...
Oh, quelle passe! Oui, Divac pourrait nous dire que le score qu'on voit actuellement, c'est le score à la fin de le lockout.
Notamment. Et d'ailleurs, à ce propos, Weber!
Il perd le ballon dans sa main.
Grosse réussite des 2 côtés, ce qui s'explique, comme le disait Georges, par le peu de défense, mais enfin quand même, 8 sur 11. Vernon Maxwell avec Jason Williams. Une grosse défense du côté des Lakers. Et Divac!
Battre sur le terrain et essayer de gagner, mais sont tombés dans les excès. Oh là 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 là, un pivot qui shoot à...
Vlade Divac, bien pris par Horry. 7 secondes avant de prendre le shoot. Divac qui s'approche, Vlade Divac. Divac en tête de raquette, ne marque pas.
Oh, raquette et Divac pour l'équipe de Rick Adelman.
Là, c'est Glenn Rice. Il est loin.
Oh, il a failli le mettre.
Okay, people, we got work to do. It's time to boogie. 5, 7, 6, 8. We take our job as NBA dance consultants very seriously. I need more. Like this. You have to feel the music. River dance. I used to be able to do this. Nice. I like it. Woo! Get it up now, get it up!
Are you guys sure about this?
Absolutely.